Uh, in this YouTube video, I want to explain three concepts. You can see how we can build Java pipeline using Java programming language, and how we can integrate data. I want to explain data integration example using Java and ETL script examples, or extraction, transformation, loading scripts. I want to give one example. So you can see we're going to create an employee class with ID, with the properties ID, name, and status. We have a boolean flag active, which holds the status whether the employee is active or not active. So we created a constructor with the arguments, and setter getter methods are there, you can see. So we also created another class, data pipeline example, which is having a main method. And inside main method, we are creating array list. We are giving some dummy data. You can see Alice, Bob, Charlie. There are 3 records in this. And so we want to use the streams. Okay, I want to explain how this data pipeline works. So there is a data with 3 records. We are going to use the Java streams, and we are going to filter only active employees. So we use a method references concept in Java 8. We called it dot filter, and employee colon is active method, and we want to retrieve only the employee names in uppercase. So we used a dot map object. You can see employee greater than employee dot get name to dot to uppercase. Okay, and we want to get all the data list. You can see we are returning this as a list of employees. So we use a dot collectors dot to list. So this is a simple Java 8 statement. You can see it is actually filtering the employees with the active status, and we only want to get the employee names in uppercase. So we use a dot map function here, dot map operator and collect operator. We want to get all these details into the array list, so we are returning the filtered data into the array list. So this is simple example for data pipeline. You can actually create a build pipelines, very complex pipelines using core Java. Using simple core Java, you can do that. You can use the stream API. You can also use a framework. So if it is very complex, right, you can use a Spring Boot, Spring. You can also use the Spring Batch if it is a batch kind of pipeline, or you can use. You can actually use Apache, Spark, and Flink. Okay, some frameworks are there. You can utilize them to create very good pipelines. And you see there is another data integration example. We want to integrate Java, REST API, and database. You see, fetch. In this example, we want to fetch user data from API. It parses the JSON and stores into the database. So it is calling some third-party API. So we have a couple of dependencies. You can see HTTP client, JSON data bind, and MySQL connector Java. You can see here. And now you see here what is that we are doing here. We are going to HTTP client and HTTP request. Okay, there is a REST API, JSON placeholder dot type typecode.com/users, and we are going to retrieve the response here. So you see that there is a JSON data, and we are going to create a connection object using a data manager driver manager dot get connection. So we are providing host details, user ID, password. It will return the connection object. And now we want to insert this the data, the new data that is we are going to get from the API response. Okay, so you can see what we are doing. We are getting a data, and we are getting actual data from response body. You can see here, and we assign the data to variables JSON data, and for the insert query we are passing the data. You can see here. Okay, statement dot execute update, it will update that, and data insert section, you need to close the connection on. It's straightforward, simple example. Okay, and the ETL script example, you see, you need to extract data, transform data, and load data. Extracting means you need to get the data from data source, you connect to the data source and get the data. Okay, and transform means transformations you need to apply. Let's say you only want to get the data whose salary is greater than 50,000 or 60,000 or 6,000, right? You want to get the employee list whose salary is exactly 6,000 or 60,000. How do we do that? We can actually apply some transformation logic. See, once you get the data, you have your data in the result set. What you are going to do here, you see here. Okay, so we have a CSV file, and then we are going to establish a data source connection for database, and there are insert statements, you see. And now what we are going to do here, we are going to transformation step, we are applying transformations of UST. We are actually getting the salary from the CSV file. So there is a salary column in CSV file. So we are getting that particular field, and we want to multiply that with some hike information. So there is a 1.10% hike is there for each salary. So that is the transformation step. So we applied a transformation step, and then we actually passing these values, modified values, and then we are calling execute update. So this is a simple example. Okay, you see, Java, we can actually explain multiple examples. We can take 6 more examples now. I can explain you 6 more examples of Java programs in this particular data pipeline and ETL job, and what is that other job? There is that Java integration. How you can integrate? You call multiple third-party APIs and then get data, and then you process that data. So that is an integration step. Thank you for listening.